Now an over and under throw right there.
My goodness.
Yep.
And not only landing the way that he is on his neck and head,
by Jay White. Swerve able to kick out.
but also landing on that shoulder.
Yeah, as we saw in picture-in-picture, Taz, Jay White concentrating a large portion of his offense on that right shoulder, that taped-up right shoulder of Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, and it's been a great game plan by Jay White. But you got to be careful. We know it's well documented. Strickland is resilient.
And Swerve intercepts the chop, goes underneath the hammer.
Whoa!
Whoa! Jay White coming down weird on his left elbow.
Good power and strength by Strickland.
Yeah, he's incredibly strong. I was in the ring with him just a little over a month ago, and I could not believe his physical strength, the ability to just manhandle somebody, and especially with the way he moves.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience too, and like to the point of his movements, his quickness. He's got quick hands too.
And yeah, look how Swerve is changing levels on Jay White. Now rolls in, looking for the flatliner, but instead Uranage avoided by Swerve Strickland. Swerve elevates up and over, grabbed him by the waistband, rolled Jay White back now into the Tijeras.
Oh my goodness, Swerve's ability to move is unbelievable.
Such fluid offense by Swerve Strickland. The flatliner rolls into Jay White.
And the strength!
And the vertical suplex. Swerve, lateral press, cover, and Jay White able to kick out.
Yeah, he didn't get the pin there, but I love the way Swerve covered him there. He had a lot of weight on both shoulders of Jay White.
Tremendous creativity by Swerve Strickland. And remember, we saw Jon Moxley and Roosh both pick up 3 points earlier the night. Jon Moxley sitting at 6, Roosh at 3. Coming up this Saturday at Collision, action in the Blue League continues. Bryan Danielson faces Eddie Kingston, Andrade El Idolo. Daniel Garcia, both men looking for their first points in the tournament, plus Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, deadlocked at 3 points apiece. Who will leave Erie, Pennsylvania? Who will leave Collision on top of the Blue League? Oh, Jay White, Swerve went down to the crown of his head.
Tough landing right on top of the beam there. Now maybe a German for sure. Nicely done, hips again, super low. Good back arch, Danielson.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
So much for that.
These two men, how incredible are these two men?
Swerve Strickland throwing everything into that. Let's take a look at the power of Swerve once again.
Yeah, you can see right here with that line, that short clothesline, good explosivity in the feet, bringing his hips into it also.
Brian, you spoke about the rotational ability of the hips of Switchblade Jay White. Swerve rotating his hips to land that discus lariat with a plum.
Yeah. See, I don't know if Jay White wants to butt heads with Swerve here. After everything we saw from Swerve at Full Gear, he will not back down.
Yeah, the amount of punishment Swerve Strickland was able to absorb was, nearly inhuman. And now to be back competing in this round-robin tournament.
I tell you right now, you do not want to go toe-to-toe with Swerve.
But Jay White was doing so, and Jay White got dropped.
He might have caught him on the button, boys. He dropped.
But also with Jay White, he's such a great defensive wrestler, you don't know if he's just playing possum.
That could be.
Could be the rope-a-dope, perhaps, by Jay White.
He went down quick.
Oh! Shot block to the knee.
Yeah, back the crook of the knee on that left knee. Beautifully done.
See, the way he went down, I kind of suspected. Yeah, it was a hard shot, but I do think he was playing possum.
Uranage, the far leg hooked. And remember, 20-minute time limit. There's, I believe, just under 9 minutes left in this match. Should we go past the top of the hour, we will stick with the action until we see the conclusion of this Gold League matchup between Jay White and Swerve Strickland, the Continental Classic.
Might be going for that sleeper suplex Excalibur. He's got him hooked for it.
Back elbow by Swerve. Swerve, now into the walking katana, the Fujiwara armbar.
Jay White is just so smart. Every single thing he does.
Now right hands hammering down on the shoulder. Swerve could be on the verge of tapping out here.
And the more Jay White lifts his hips to the sky, the tougher that hold is, that armbar.
Yeah, Swerve is able to bend his elbow a little bit. That's what's saving him right here.
Yep.
And Swerve rolls through, but Jay White gets flattened out. And now Swerve.
Got to get wrist control of that other. Oh, he's got.
Oh, my goodness.
Swerve could be thinking snapping the arm on Jay White.
Oh, this is bad.
Trying to yank that shoulder out of socket.
Oh, he's going to put his boot on the crook of the arm. I'm telling you, that's what he's going to do. I can see how he's based.
And Swerve. Oh!
solidly.
I would be shocked if Jay White doesn't have a torn rotator cuff after that.
Or a torn bicep.
And Swerve Strickland, you saw that hint of a smile on his face. He knows that Jay White is now compromised. But Jay backs him to the corner. And
nice arm drag. Good way to get out of that. You got a half Nelson on the arm, dragged out of it.
oh, wait a second. This is what we saw with Rush last week. Oh, Swerve had a counter.
I think Swerve saw it too.
Swerve knew it was coming. And now a backbreaker. Oh. And that's the trouble with relying on offense in this tournament setting that you've used before. It gives your opponent a chance to anticipate the house call.
Jay White might be out, guys.
Yeah, when he comes with that kick from behind, there's no way to counter that.
And now, perched on the top, Strickland thinking swerve, stomp. Jay White dazed, on target.
He's got him.
Swerve.
He's got him.
Two. No, Jay White.
Oh, that was impressive. Whoa, that was impressive.
Jay White salvaging 3 points at least for another few moments.
You have to be impressed with Jay White's resiliency here.
That was really impressive, really tough to do.
That swerve stomp, one of the most dangerous moves in the arsenal of Swerve Strickland. And Jay White able to withstand it. But can he withstand much more?
Shows how important this Continental Classic is to these two athletes right now in the Gold League.
Yeah, both men level at 3 points each. And, oh wait, Blade Runner! Blade Runner, but Swerve's momentum took him underneath the bottom rope.
He's out of bounds. He's off the field.
That may be Strickland's only saving grace.
Yeah, I wonder if that was intentional or if that was just happened. Just by luck.
Either way, Jay White returns him to the ring. Looking for a pin. Swerve trying to stay off his back.
Smart. It's smart for him to stay off his back there.
But in doing so, in giving up his back, he almost put himself in position for that sleeper suplex.
Schoolboy here, schoolboy.
The roll-up is tight, but Swerve able to break free.
Jackknife, got it!
The jackknife is in! But Jay White looking for Blade Runner again. Swerve floats behind.
Got a half in there.
Swerve likes to use that JML driver from that position. I'm sure that fact was not lost on Jay White. Able to counter
15
out.
minutes down, 5 remain.
And there you heard the call from Justin Roberts. 5 minutes left in this Continental Classic match. And this is where the clock becomes an issue. Because, oh, sleeper suplex, Swerve got
He's
planted.
been looking for it most of the match, and Jay White got it.
The Blade Runner, no. Swerve counters, rolls him up. He's got him hooked tight, and 3.
The winner of this match, Swerve Strickland.
Impressive roll counter right there from Strickland. That was nicely done, man. That was slick.
Cerebral wrestling.